Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
Your double trouble live, Friday the 13th attack, 2 hosts double done, cashing in the black. Black cat cross the stage, feline unlucky, hell no jackpot purr. Adopt that fur ball, slap a logo, sell curse cat merch blur. Broke a mirror mid-row, 7 years, bad reflections will hawk the shards on eBay, bad luck, blink collection, spilled salt on the board, mixes cursed and glitchy, worth the salt and gold, throw it over, nah, just pitch me. Walked under ladder, umbrella, pot, raining, doom indoors. Producers hiding, but we're flooding fortune stores. Trouble times 2, we flip the curse to cash, bad luck in, big money out, make a splash. Double trouble live, superstitions, we mock them flat. Turn your Friday fights to stacks, how about that? Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Stepped on every crack, mom's back, fracture, call it funds. Jason's at the door like pay residuals, you punks, we're doomed to riches. The show's a Friday night mint, double disasters, double merch, print, print, print. Fobble times 2, we flip the curse to cash. Bad luck in, big money out, make a splash. Double trouble live, still cursed, still out of breath. Happy Friday the 13th, turn bad luck to death. Of poverty. Big bucks, baby, survive and thrive, you fools.
You have to show my abs, Frank. Come on. I've been working on those all winter. Come on.
I figured you were waiting so long. I mean, what an awesome song, Friday the 13th. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Double Trouble Live. Frank Scatoni, Ciaran Thornton. Mad skills, my man. Look, right off the jump, Jeff. Good afternoon. All the degenerates in the DTL crew. Of course, Frank and Ciaran. Great song. LOL, your AI skills are amazing. Take credit. Go ahead.
Yes.
You brag about everything else. You brag about this, man. It's pretty good stuff.
You can create anything, but the lyrics. I played around with the lyrics, though. I mean, you would do well as well, Frank, putting lyrics in. It's a writer's. If you're a creator, the tools are just phenomenal out there right now.
Well, I do not have the guts to show my abs like you do. But you know what? As good as that song is, how good are we as gamblers? Let's go. Yeah. We got to make some money here, man.
Yeah, they want to see what our bets are. Supposedly, do you have your banner ready? I've got mine all set and ready to go. If you want me to toss
I'm right
it
there. Boom. Let's go. Let's start talking turkey. I think there's a single in this race. I'm very curious to see if you agree.
Yeah, that's why I didn't mind us playing the video. I know some people are like, come on, get to the picks. But I thought, man, if there's a leg where you've got a single, Frank, this is it. Otherwise, I mean, I'm going to have a ticket that's got some chaos for it. But yikes, this number 4 looks on paper pretty dang good. I mean, here's mine up on the top. You can see there. I mean, I'm going pretty big on a couple of tickets. And even in the next leg, I'm all about the 4. And then I've got a backup ticket you see on the bottom using the 1-3. But I'm like you, Frank. I thought it was, 4's race here. Ricky for Glatt. And an interesting stat. In maiden special weights, to maiden claiming. Glatt is 55%.
Oh, that's it?
6 of 11.
Oh, my God.
And not just that, Frank, for a profit. And I went, yeah, if there's a single, this is it. Just on the stats, the trainer, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, history backs him up on this move.
I wanted to look, same as you. I have the 1 and the 3 as B's in here, but I did not want to spend any money. I am all about the 4. We talk about handcuffing our bets all the time, right? So I've played this all turf, all in on the 4 in this leg, and then a couple of different combinations going forward, because I know that middle leg there where I have the 5 and the 3 and the 1 and the 6, that's the start of the late pick 3. So having those combinations there, if I get out with the 4, great. If not, I can come back and start a late pick 3 using those horses. And I'm very spready in that in the late pick 3. I went caveman again in the late pick 3. We won't talk about that now, but
I've got
walk us through the rest of your sequence there.
I've got a single on the downhill course, which is crazy for me to say. And yes, it's because of the name of the horse. Which horse do you think it is, Frank?
There's got to be something Irish something or other. I mean, come on.
Irish Rebel is my single. I mean, I thought good post position, up in class, lost by a neck last out, first time on the turf, bullet work on the training track, second off, second time off the layoff, got Lasix. I other than the name, I thought everything suited this horse really, really well. Adrian Escobedo has been riding really well. This is his go-to jockey. They're winning 25% for a profit. This is not a guy, this trainer we see here too often, but when he does come, he does pretty well. So I thought in this race, that was going to be, my single candidate.
This is why you need me, Ciaran. There's no downhill race in the sequence.
No.
What are you talking about?
There's no downhill.
Are you looking at the wrong day?
Oh my! You know what it was? Because I'm going up to Santa Anita tomorrow. I had to handicap tomorrow's card as well, so I've got the cards mixed up. Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is right. Look at this. Hey Scott, what are you doing? I need a new co-host here. Oh my God, this guy.
I'm tired from working on the songs and the AI and handicapping the weekend. Yes, that was me just actually finishing Saturday's card. I apologize.
Scurvy Tooth, good to see you. I was actually just thinking about you. I haven't seen you in a bit. Thanks for joining us. What are you all doing to start this all turf? Ciaran's going to put his plays up for Monday, just to confuse us even more. Yes. I don't even know what's going on here. But let's try this again, Ciaran. So right. In the middle leg, which is not a downhill race.
No, it's not.
Race 6, mile on the turf, maiden special weight, a lot of speed in the race. Irish Rebel, of course, is the one that you went, but I know that's not why, just because of the name.
No, I liked lost by a neck last out, and I thought it was. A lot of people are probably going to gravitate to the number 1 Latitude Giraud for Sadler, but my issue with that horse, and I think it's going to be a favorite that's beatable, is there's a trend I don't like seeing is when horses progressively get slower times each race. And, the speed figures I was looking at for Latitude in that race 6, 99 or 98, 90, 83. That's a trend that gives me a reason to toss a horse. He may very well beat me, but I was like, that's enough of a reason for me to like Irish Rebel on top. Then I threw in the other Sadler midway lane with Freyon, lost by a nose last out. And then how do I get rid of I got to use my boy on everything he rides, Kimura. Horse has been training at Turf Paradise though, but still, I thought a horse training at Turf Paradise, I upgraded it more than the, Sadler inside horse. You probably like the 3 Midnight Strike. I just couldn't use every horse in there, and I tried to be strategic. I liked the 4, so I kind of put my bets all around that one with some spready tickets.
Yeah, I thought that race was very, very difficult, but I'll tell you right now, the 4 is one of my 2 X's in the race. I did not use the 4 at all. I don't like the 2 or the 4. but I don't really like much. So it wouldn't shock me if any one of these horses, including the first-time starter who goes out for Baltus, who has absolutely amazing breeding. That's the number 2, Mucho Dolce. I have to Sweet Azteca. Absolutely incredible sprinter. The mom won on turf, but she's yet to produce a turf winner. So I'm just going to watch one there. I don't like horses stepping up in class back into the maiden ranks, which is your horse number 4. But then again, I'm telling you this, and I'm lying right to your face, because I landed on number 5, Midway Lane, who is exactly like the number 4. Couldn't win at 50 and is now back in the maiden special ranks. This is going to be a jockey's race, Ciaran. All these horses have tactical speed. They all like to be forwardly placed. So
I will say, Frank, I mean, I did, not just because the name Irish Rebel. I mean, maybe 50% is the reason it's got upgraded a little bit. I just love Giants Causeway. Any horse that's got any sort of pedigree to Giants Causeway, I kind of upgrade in my brain. It's just one of my tendencies. It doesn't probably make me a lot of money if I actually went and put paper to or pencil to paper and did the math. I'm probably losing money when I bet like that, but it's just one of those things I like doing.
Hey, we all have our quirks and idiosyncrasies, right? I mean, I won't bet a horse because of that reason, but there are plenty of horses I will X out automatically because of my stubbornness. But in this race, I had to pivot because I am using a maiden claimer moving up in class.
Let me ask you a question. You know how we've always been, we've been doing our community ticket and we've been kind of doing it for the double. What are your thoughts on us doing it? Because both of us are all about the all turf. We write about it on the websites, on the Santa Anita website. What do you think about doing an all turf community ticket? Like, not a crazy one, smallish. I mean, I think we agree we've got a single to start it. So we're essentially doing a double if we're correct about this first race. What are your thoughts?
I don't want to shoot you down live on the air, but I'd rather focus on the double since that was our flagship wager. And by the time we get to the double, we kind of already know where we stand. If you want to do that for Sunday's show, great. I'll come more prepared. Right now,
I'll be less prepared because I'll be handicapping.
What would we do? We'd probably have the same tickets.
I'll be handicapping on the way home. So Sunday's show actually might be me trying to handicap live and looking at it. So it might be an interesting show.
Well, let's talk about the last race because I thought this was also another tricky race.
Yeah.
I went 3 deep. I probably could have gone 5, 6 deep. Looks like you're very spready as well.
I was spready, but I mean, my notes for that last race, I absolutely love what happened. I was all about Kimura's horse, the 5, Desert Hawk, but I was unsure. That was the Phil horse, but he was also listed for the Baltus outside horse, and that has scratched. So my bets will change a little bit when we get there. I really loved the 5, Desert Hawk, 15-1, Phil horse, second time Lasix, works.
No, I have Jay Hernandez as the trainer.
Oh, really?
You got to start drinking sooner, man.
Maybe that's the
Phil
case.
has the 4, Robin Olds. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, that's the one I was. No, but I'm all about the Kimura horse. Oh, I can't even read my own notes here. Kimura was allowed to ride this horse and not the Phil horse. That's why I liked that horse more.
Okay, that makes sense.
Second time Lasix, power work. So I was like, because as you know, Kimura is getting a lot more rides, on the Phil.
He's been great.
Horses. He's riding Gold Phoenix tomorrow. And the fact that he was, he didn't get prompted by Phil, wink, wink, come hop on this horse for me here, the debut horse for Phil. I was like, all right, that kind of tells me Kimura was okay sticking with this 15-1 shot. So that's what intrigued me about it.
Yeah, we've talked about this on the show before. I don't know if it matters that much when it's a kind of low-profile trainer, but this horse has had a different jock. Now going to have a different jock for the 4th time. I don't usually like to see that, but I think I'm willing to forgive it if it's small barn, right? You kind of got to get who's available.
Yeah,
so the fact that you got Kimura here is actually a big thing.
And if you can get someone like that, it's like, whoa, what did they whisper in your ear, or to your jockey's agent's ear, and works at Los Al. I mean, not even turf work. So it was interesting. Yeah. It intrigued me, and I want Kimura to get on a heater today so he can ride it into tomorrow.
Right. We'll talk about Gold Phoenix in a bit. So the 10 scratch, that was your top pick. Then you have the 5 as your top pick. You're also using the 8 and the 4. I am not using any of those except the 8, and I'm only using the 8 reluctantly. Is there any reason why the 8 should be even money? I know this is a weak field, but even money?
Yeah. I mean, my notes were JJ for Lewis on Lasix. I don't think this horse should be even money, nor KK's horse be 15-1. So that's why it was like one of those, I don't get it. And I mean, it's a weird race. It could end up chalking out, and we'll see that the money guys know that this 8 should be even money. But on paper, I was like, I can see it, but I really can't. I mean, I think if you can spread, that is the race you really want to spread it. But you also kind of got to come back and hedge the chalk winning as well, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, you have to use it an extra couple of times. It looks like Charlie's about the 1 and the 8 in the last race. I thought the 1 Dr. Filkins had a look as well. Sean McCarthy was actually on Tom Quigley's pre-race seminar show. All right, Ciaran, let's take your picks down. I hope everybody took a screenshot. Let me throw mine up real quick just so people know what I'm doing here. I'm all about the 4. Then I'm 5-3 on one ticket, 1-6 on another, and then I'm 2-8-3 in the nightcap, but also 1-6. So I played it a couple of different ways, trying to leverage the 4 here, based on my matrix, which you can find on the Santa Anita website.
I would say, Frank, not to interrupt you. What did you think of the 9 in that last race? Beeblebrox Orantes is on it. Because, I mean, my notes for that one were almost as fast as the 1. And I was like, well, I'm not using this one, so why would I use the 1? You know, sometimes when I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to use a horse or not, and I see comparable numbers to a horse I didn't use, I go back and I go, well, I'm not using that horse then. You know, if that makes sense. It's a justification I try to use when I'm tossing horses.
Yeah, I first dismissed the horse, then I went back and looked at optics, and optics had a good note on the horse, stretch out. I think the post is going to hurt, and I almost wonder if stretches out, outruns the odds today, and then I think I'll like the horse a lot better next time. So I did not end up using that horse. But, I mean, if John Metcalf is going to be even money, I mean, I'm tempted. We might have a double, Ciaran, that's, 1 or 2 horses to all except John Metcalf, right? I mean, like, I don't think that horse has to win.
Yeah, and I mean, even looking at mine right now, I mean, we also got the rails are at 30 feet, right? And I think what Filkins is going to try and go gate to wire. Would you agree?
Yeah, breaking from that inside post, absolutely. And then, John Metcalf will probably
I'm going to have to
sit right off them. They might kill each other.
I mean, how many minutes do we have here? I'm going to have to adjust my bet here and substitute the 1 for the 10 on the scratch.
Okay, yeah, we got 3 minutes. You can work on that.
Yeah.
Hey, Arthur Ramirez, nice of you to join us again. What is up, my man? He likes Rousing Jewel in the next race, so if you're playing doubles, maybe look at that. Chap, you got anything to get us started here? Here's nice, our Spanish-speaking audience. Love having you guys show up. For some reason, I don't think our Twitter feed is I mean, it's not really showing. It's showing that Santa Anita is live.
No, so what they made a little
tweak on the profile.
They made a little tweak on. It looks like on X, Frank, is on the profiles. They've got a live button you've got to click on now to find the shows. It looks like it just started. I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, all right. Well, they're always
there trying to make things difficult for us. Logo, you'll see a live underneath there, and you kind of click it. I'll take a picture after I throw this bet in here, and you can see.
No, I see what you mean, but I have that on mine as well.
Yes,
but I can still watch it in my feed.
I did not see it on my feed. I had to click, so maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just.
We'll have to figure it out. It's never easy for the DTL crew. All we're doing is trying to make people money. So, Ciaran, you're going to adjust instead of the 10 in the last race who's scratched.
I'm using the 1 on all my tickets. So it's going to be a $12 1584. I'll adjust that ticket. And then, all my bets, instead of the 10, I'm going to have the 1.
All right. So we're all about Rostovsky here, but you do have a backup ticket with the 1 and the 3, correct?
Correct. And then the backup ticket is, again, singling the 4 in the night. I'm all about the 4. So if I get out of the leg, I'm going to need the 4 to do what I think it's supposed to do.
I thought about doing a backup with the 1 and the 3 because if it's not the 4, it has to be one of those two, right? But I didn't really love anybody in the middle or last leg where I could single. You know what I mean?
Yes. I actually, so we got a good suggestion last week. This is a card I did handicap it backwards.
Yeah, let's talk about that after because they're loading right now. That's a good point because we'll have plenty of time between this race. All right. Good luck, everybody. All right. Easy game.
Yep.
Rostovsky.
Did what it's supposed to do. Stalked and pounced.
Yeah. It's funny. I was a little worried because there have been a couple of horses so far this meet where I kind of built my day around and I thought couldn't lose. And the first 5 of them, I was way off. They not only did they not win, but they were horrible.
Yeah, but this one
I got El Patente last time, and I got this horse this time. I mean, no glory because they were odds on, but at least at least my singles were right.
Well, this one is because I hopped on with you, Frank. So that.
Oh, you had that horse. You had the 4.
But I had more backups. It was when you didn't have a backup was what crushed you.
Yeah. Well, how much? I don't think you spent that much on the backup, did you?
No, the backup was just spreading a little. I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy. I mean, I had all my action going into, 4 a few different times. I've got a $12 all turf with the 4 to my single. And then I've got a $3 4 to 5 6 in the next leg. And then spread in the last. So
we'll go back and put up the tickets once it's official. Yeah, Jeff, thank you. Keep reminding us that, when they're close to the gate, because sometimes Ciaran and I chop it up and we lose track of time. Yeah, just like a 1-to-1 should win, even money, absolutely. Thank you, Pete, for joining
That is
us.
actually how the horse. I mean, how many of those horses have we had go down in the last 2 weeks, Frank?
I know.
You know, that's blown the days up. It's
No,
gotten to the point where you're
to
like,
shake
I can't even just hammer them singly because it's going to blow up the whole ticket.
Started to shake my confidence a little bit because I was so wrong about some of the horses. But my last two, when I did Chappie's show, the radio show, I gave out an all turf and I sold everyone single El Patente and then spread. So yeah, I got my 4 to 5 single home, which is great, but I whiffed in the next 2 legs. But here I am again. You have to be right about your even money singles. You have to be, because if you're wrong, forget it. It's
you go down in flames.
Yeah, it's horrible. So you have to be right. So we were right, which is nice. So what did it come? 4-3-1-5?
4-3-1-5. Yep.
All right. That was race 4, right? Our Spanish-speaking friends want to know the result. So it's 4-3-1-5, correct?
Is it official yet on mine? We are 4-3-1-5. Exacta 610, trifecta 980, the double 640.
There you go. All we ask is you like and subscribe and tell all your Spanish-speaking friends. We have followers in Chile. We have followers in Venezuela. We have someone from Italy. We have someone from Indonesia. We are international. Just like and follow. That's all we ask. All right, Ciaran.
Well,
now we have a little bit. Go ahead.
You got to throw up the little memorial thing you had.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Sad news in horse racing this year.
Now that we have a little bit of time, because we don't have a bet to play into here, so we have a little bit of a break. We will use the information later going into the start of the late pick 3, but right now we have a little time to kill. I wanted to put this up. This one stung, Ciaran. This one really stung. I didn't know him personally. I only knew him around the track. Said hello. That was it. But I had admired this guy and his career from afar. And, of course, Zenyatta. Hold on, I can never get this right here. Zenyatta, my all-time favorite horse.
Oh, Shannon and I got to go visit at Land's End, thanks to Tom set it up. We got the private farm. Oh, it was awesome.
You got to meet Zenyatta.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. We were there for the Breeders' Cup, the year Flightline won, and we got to go out there and they shoot us off. They're like, you got to wait. There's a VIP guest, so we had to hang off to the side. I was like,
excuse us.
Mike Smith. No, it's okay. I know. And that was the weekend after we had met up in the Eddie Logan, your story that you were telling. That's when we ended up going and visiting Zenyatta then.
And Mike Smith was there at the same time.
Yeah, and they're like, you can't come over. It's a private viewing event with a VIP. And we were like, dude, we know Mike. It's okay.
You're like, no, we're good now, man. We're cool. Oh, my God. So this moment here, it's one of my favorite moments in horse racing. It's right at seconds after I took a screenshot from the video. So if you go to Google, if you go to YouTube, Zenyatta Breeders' Cup 2009, right after Zenyatta crosses the wire, they cut to John Sheriff's in the winner's circle. And the gentleman behind him with the little Panama hat is Mac McBride, long-time press box steward and director now, took over for the great Dan Smith. And it's such an iconic moment because it's just the two of them. And at some point, Mac walks around Sheriff's. Sheriff's looks over his shoulder, and Mac does the most amazing double fist pump that you've ever seen. And John Sheriff is just smiling so much because then it cuts to the crowd, and all of Zenyatta's fan club are there holding their signs. I am telling you, that was one of the greatest moments I've ever experienced in racing. My all-time favorite racehorse. So, yeah, John passed away in his sleep, 80 years old. One of the best to ever do it. I mean, Giacomo won the Derby. He had Life is Sweet, another Breeders' Cup winner. He beat Rachel Alexander with his B team, Zardana, in the Apple Blossom when Rachel ducked Zenyatta, didn't want any part of her.
Well, I didn't even realize he was so old. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think it when you see them around there, and then you're like, oh my goodness, he's up there.
Yeah, I had guessed early 70s, but he's been around a long time. He trained for not Jeff Moss. The guy from A&M Records who owns Zenyatta, named after the Police album Zenyatta Mandata. Anyway, yes, Jeff, please.
Thank you. I mean, it's been slow going, even getting to 500. I thought we'd be pushing 5,000. Looking at some of these other sites that get 12 views on their videos and they've got thousands of subscribers. So
we need bots, man.
No bots for us. We do it the right way.
I'll tell you, the DTL crew comes out in views and in handle. I think a lot of them want to be under the radar. They don't want to leave a YouTube footprint. They don't want to be tracked down. Oh my goodness. All right,
so
let's look at. Go ahead.
I was going to look and see who I picked in this race to see who I thought it was I ended up going 4 deep. I went 10, 11, 7, 2, Frank, and I thought 10 was a strong single candidate, and the 7 is actually the one that has taken the money. And on the will pays, it's actually pretty split. The 2, Cheeky Gal, 24.60, and then 11 is 25.20, 7 is 26.20. You know, it's kind of everyone's all around that, but we probably should just look at the pick 3. That usually gives us the pick 3. The 11 is the favorite in the pick 3, Frank, at 16.50. Second choice is a split between 2, 7, 10. Actually, the one that's interesting here, Frank, both on the double and the pick 3, is Cheeky Gal. You're getting 7-1 right now. Do you think it's going to come in? I mean, was the morning line favorite, actually, and you're getting 7-1 right now. I know you didn't really look at this race, but
I don't know. I boycott this race until they give us a double. I boycott it. I only want to look at it going forward. I want to take the favorite in this race, but that doesn't mean you can't talk about it. If you have an opinion, please.
I'm looking right now. Let's look at who the morning line favorite is into. Race 6. We assumed Latitude. We're just going to assume Latitude's going to be the favorite in the next. So
yeah, but let's look.
So right now, 2 into the 1 is paying $32. 7 into the 1 is paying $26. 7 into the 5 is 19. It looks like looking at the next leg, Frank, the 7-5 is the favorite combination at $19 right now.
The 7 in this leg to the 5 in the next?
Yeah, that midway lane, the Sadler Freight horse.
Sadler. Wow, That's interesting. Yeah, what did you think of Latitude? I mean, honestly, the speed figures are great, but
well, like I said earlier, what I do not like, and it's one of my pet peeves when I'm looking for reasons to toss a horse, it has one of the reasons that's always, I'm just looking at like the Brisnet numbers. Debut speed 98. November, Del Mar speed 90. January 18th, Santa Anita speed 83. I do not like a horse getting progressively slower. New jockey change, blah, blah, blah. But one of my things is maybe you'll see the second race dip. I don't want to see the third race even worse. Like the horse is going backwards. I don't like seeing that. And now they're trying turf. The 3 races were dirt. And now they're trying turf. And this horse is 3-2. This is a horse that I'm always going to try and take on. And more times than not, I'll make money taking it on. And there, of course, are occasions where you just get blown out of the water by not using it. But there's enough reasons for me not to like this horse. And it's already flopped as the favorite in 3 races. So
I am absolutely with you, Ciaran. I think this is an experiment. The horse could win on class alone and could be fast enough because He caught a very, very weak group.
Yes.
He's very lucky with the rails out, drew the rail, has dirt speed. But first of all, I don't believe that debut race. I mean, that figure has to be inflated because the 2 races after that were, a lot slower. So I don't believe it. But that being said, again, you came up with Irish Rebel, who couldn't win for 50 and is moving up in class. I came up with the other saddler, Midway Lane, couldn't win for 50 and is up in class. Then Baltus is a first-time starter. So the field is weak enough where Latitude could win, but
Yeah,
I'm not interested. I have the horse on a backup, but I'm not on my A ticket.
Yeah, it's one of those horses you can find lots of reasons to use. And if you are correct and they really hammer that Latitude, you'll get paid on every other bet. So that's what you're looking at. Like, you willing to not use the horse and bet a little bit more on your other convictions because you'll get paid if you are correct and that one does not win.
So here we go, Ciaran, because this goes back to your theory of handcuffing the bets together. Why don't we put up our turf pick 3s again? Let's see who we have in race 6, and then let's look at our late pick 3s. Let's get a jump start on that.
All right.
But if you want to talk about this dirt race, or if you have anything to say, please feel free. I didn't handicap it. I only want to use the info in this race going forward. But if you have something, just speak up.
I really just handicapped it as part of the low takeout, the early pick 5. And I went 4 deep. I went 10, 11, 7, 2. And my notes were 10, a strong single candidate. So that was how I viewed the race. I mean, I went spready, but I thought it was, if I had to pick a single, the 10. Let me see
let me look at the board. The 10 is 4-1. Wow, nobody loves anybody in here. The favorite's 3-1. Rousing Jewel, one of our listeners, one of the DTL crew liked Rousing Jewel, I believe. But in the will pays, you're 10.
On the pick 3, everyone's kind of the same.
Yeah, look at the double, Ciaran. The 2, the 7, the 10, and 11 all pay around $25. Nobody has any clue in this race.
Yes, and then we look at let's look at the pick 5. So the pick 5, the favorite on the pick 5, Frank, is the 11 at 228.
By a decent margin, actually.
Yeah, and the second choice is the 2 at 297. When we're looking at this, not a surprise because it's the morning line, to start the pick 3 and all these other bets. Third choice is the 7, the Nap horse, 325, and then the 10, who, I'm also kind of a little sentimental because I want Kimura to get on a heater and win every race. He's going to be on a horse the next 2 days.
Can the guy ride any better? How much better you want him to be? He's at the peak of his game.
Yep. Keep it going.
He's riding great. Absolutely great. So you know what? While we have a little bit of time, Ciaran, we got 14 minutes. Let's wait till 10 minutes and we'll talk about our pick 3.
All right.
So take your thing down because let's talk about something serious. Let's talk about Gold Phoenix tomorrow. X,
good. No,
X.
The only one who needs to X that horse is Quigley, and he was actually texting me, and he was like, I'll be sure, and it's a running joke with us, that Tom is not allowed to like our horse in the paddock because it's been doomed for the last 3 or 4 years. But when I texted them back, I was like, you'll be okay tomorrow. And my words were, in the words of Frank, he's racing against a bunch of tomato cans.
Well, no, hold on. I used the phrase tomato cans, but I didn't say that about that field.
No, I did. I said it about that.
Good horses in there.
The same old, same old. That's how I'm gonna view it.
You got to worry about the Jonathan Thomas horses.
I will say on my notes, if that horse hadn't raced at Sam Houston, I think it might have been the danger. And I know on one of the previous shows I said that if Pratt was on Truly Quality and not Gold Phoenix in the Del Mar handicap, we may not have made the record. So that was my view of that.
Really? You were saying that? That's shocking to me because
I thought Pratt won
that's high praise, actually. Say that again.
If Pratt had been on Truly Quality, he might have been the difference in that race. Truly Quality came up really, really late, and it was tight at the wire. I mean, I'm not saying he would have, but
No, but Ciaran, for
would
you
have
to
been a
say
chance.
that's like very high praise.
That you know what I mean, that just a little bit more, or moved a little earlier. And then, I mean, the reason I also view Truly Quality as the danger tomorrow, I believe Mike Smith is riding that horse tomorrow.
Correct. Yes.
And as we've known in the I think in the was it the Del Mar Handicap or at Eddie Reed Stakes, Mike Smith was on a horse, and afterwards he got interviewed and he was like, yeah, I did my best to box that horse in, so he couldn't do anything. So jockey race. I mean, old school. And they're both late closers. And I mean, Gold Phoenix, we drew the 9 post of the 10 scratch. So we're 9 of 9. It's 1.25 miles. Probably going to use a little speed, or may end up actually being dead last and then just going into the rail and hugging it around. But if Mike Smith is sitting in front on Truly Quality, I could see him doing his best to maneuver the other horses to stop Gold Phoenix from getting a hole. That's the danger tomorrow.
That's the thing I wanted to ask you about. First of all, we're talking about race 7 on Saturday at Santa Anita, the Grade 3 San Marcos. Ciaran's Gold Phoenix, 8-year-old warrior making his seasonal debut. The earliest he's ever come back from the Breeders' Cup, right?
Yeah, and there's no pace in the race tomorrow. Yes. And I've told someone, they go, well, your horse loses a lot of races. I'm like, go back and look at the speed fitter. Every race we lose is when there's no pace. So
there's no pace. Tomorrow.
Kimura really needs to have that clock in his head working good, that if they're not going fast enough, you know what I mean? It's going to be a jockey's race for sure tomorrow.
This is one of the slowest early fraction races I've ever seen in my life. These horses are like Clydesdales. I mean, who's going to be in front? I think that's why I like the Jonathan Thomas.
They're all going to be stacked up, and I think
Twirling Point's going to hustle to the lead.
I just hope someone goes, you know what, guys, and they look at the race and go, everyone's just going to be bunched in. Let's try and wire them. That's the hope, but I don't know which one of them could actually do it. We'll see.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, Stay Hot. I think Stay Hot's going to get a great trip. I think Twirling Point's going to get a great trip. Gold Phoenix is by far the best horse in the race. There's no doubt about it. But after the race, are you going to go, if he finishes third, and why was he so close to the pace? It's a really tough spot. There's nobody in here who goes.
I have been an advocate for every race. Gold Phoenix will run a 2-mile race and put blistering fractions in. And then when you go visit them after the barn, you're like, did this horse even race? And I've always advocated for the engine to get revving up sooner, especially when there's no pace. So I've seen him win from the front and the back. And actually, interestingly enough, Frank, as you mentioned, the workouts, this horse is trained. He's always been a lazy horse. Didn't do crap in the mornings. 3 59-second workouts in a row. Like, he is feeling it right now. And one of the workouts, the apprentices or the exercise riders kind of screwed it up. They were supposed to have Gold Phoenix behind, and they went opposite. And he was like, yeah, you're not catching me, and cruised to the lead. That was the first workout on January 23rd. So uncharacteristically sharp in the mornings. And the last time he was this sharp was before the Del Mar Handicap. So let's see.
I'll tell you who's going to win the race, because this is a classic Scatoni off angle. I have bet Stay Hot so many times, and this horse has never put forth the effort I have expected him to. I will not be betting him tomorrow. Right to the winner.
You're saving money. Just put it all on Gold Phoenix. He'll be 6-5 when he should be 3-5. You're actually getting double value there.
What is Phil going to tell Kimura from the 9 hole?
Win.
Derby 2. Best of luck, Ciaran. Absolutely love that. Supporting Ciaran. I give him a lot of stick, but I like to challenge him and play devil's advocate. Look, Gold Phoenix is the best horse in the race by far. 2 things worry me, and believe me, I've been wrong about this horse a million times before. This isn't the target, right? I mean, clearly he's got something much bigger and more lucrative so he doesn't have to win this race, right?
No,
and second of all, I just think the pace is so it's so bizarre. Now, he will outfinish anyone if he's within striking distance, but if he's too far back, maybe he comes running on late for third and hails him in the gallop out.
This is the earliest he's come back in 4 years. The earliest race we've had in 4 years. The best he's trained early coming back. So this is the year. He's an 8-year-old. This is the year. I mean, the goal, as it is every year, is the Gold Phoenix Handicap in Del Mar this summer. When they better name it, they should have named it after 4. We're hoping they name it after we win it for 5.
I don't know. Is there a law? Not a law. Not a law, but is there a regulation that you can't have a race named after you if you're still in training?
No, they haven't done it yet. So I don't know. I don't know what the story is.
I think that'll happen at some point. I mean, It's just unprecedented what he did, and I'll never forget. I'll never forget before he won.
Oh,
I had Billy Koch on my best bet show, like the second week of Del Mar, and he said, "Frank," I said, "Who do you have coming up?" Gold Phoenix and the Del Mar. You had already told me this like a month earlier.
January, yeah.
And then Billy said it on the air to everybody. Gold Phoenix.
Like, crazy.
And that was the first one he won, and I ended up crushing it because I was in the tournament that day.
Every time I go play in the tournaments,
the horse at 9-2. He went off, I think, at like 2-1.
But I mean, every time we do a tournament, when I show up, when I used to play them versus doing the low takeouts, John Reynolds would always joke. He's like, "Yeah, I already know Gold Phoenix is racing because he races every time there's a tournament." Big race days.
Yeah, because it's usually Pacific Classic Day, so it's the Pacific Classic tournament, that one-day tournament. Where the Del Mar Handicap. I mean, if there's ever a case to make on shockingly, Del Mar has one Grade 1 turf race. That's it. I know.
I mean,
and it's for 3-year-old fillies. It's the Del Mar Oaks.
I mean,
there has to be an older division Grade 1, and if there's one, it should be the Del Mar Handicap, because Gold Phoenix has come out of that every year
to the Breeders' Cup, 4th and 5th,
and represented America in the Breeders' Cup against the best in the world. He finished 4th a couple of times. Last year he finished 5th, but he probably could have finished 2nd.
Oh, we just got that's a whole nother story. But
we
would not have won that race, but 2nd was a legit possibility there. I mean, it's like all California racing. They seem to give. I mean, we've lost a bunch of graded stakes races here this year, and they've upgraded the East Coast tracks. It's like, come on, guys. And their argument was, well, you guys have all short fields out there. Have you seen the fields on the East Coast these days?
Yeah, I mean,
they're not exactly.
Quality. I mean, you have New York breds winning graded stakes races. I do believe, though, I think not just in California, I think every jurisdiction needs to blow up their stake schedule and reboot. And you cut out some of them and increase the purses on some of the more lucrative ones. What is this? You getting a call?
Tom Quigley calls, you answer. Hello?
What? Look at this. This has to be staged.
Totally staged. Of course it is.
Welcome to the TV, the big leagues. No radio for you. Got it.
Oh my God, you had me for a second. I was like,
yes.
No way Quigley's calling you now. No way.
He texts all the time. No, I'll be on Tom's show tomorrow. So,
will you?
Yeah, that's why I was kind of joking around with your phone call from he who shall not be named on his radio show. I was like, yes. So I made this
Welcome to the Why hasn't Chappie called?
Sorry, guys.
Welcome to the TV, the big leagues. No radio for you. Got it.
You saw the little no Frank sign up in the corner, right?
No, play it again. Let me blow up my screen. All right. Hold on, play it again.
Welcome to the TV, the big leagues. No radio for you. Got it.
No Frank, no radio. Is that true? Are you doing the show?
Yeah, I'll be on there tomorrow at 11:20. So I mean, they
I
got
thought you
gold
said if
Phoenix out
anybody
there.
calls, you're not going to do the show.
What's that?
I thought you said no. That's it. I'm not doing anybody's show anymore. If anybody calls, I'm not doing anybody's show.
Only the OG. Only Tom. That's the only one I'm doing. That's
All
it.
right, I'll allow that because that is true.
You get
Well,
called up to the majors.
the last time somebody had you on a show, he just lost his job. So if I were Tom, I'd keep you as far away as possible because you're the kiss of death.
That's because
And
I gave out better long
I got
shots.
the popcorn to prove it.
I gave out better long shots.
Ciaran appeared on a TV show courtesy of a certain host, and the poor host is no longer in racing as of today. So I got to warn Quigley to. And there you go. He just mentioned it right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard about it.
Todd, great service in the industry from the jump, from Canterbury to the OG at TVG. People have opinions about TV personalities, like them, hate them, whatever. I am telling you right now,
not easy.
That is not an easy job. And anyone out there who says, "Oh man, I could do that,"
no, you can't.
Good luck. You try it. And for Todd to do it for as long as he did, kudos to him. I don't know the story. I don't know if there is a story. He, service to the industry, and we wish him nothing but the best.
Many
But his
years.
His fatal career move was having Ciaran on his show.
I upstaged him. I put that horse that everyone looked at and went, "This horse has no." Oh my God, your horse is going to win. A Los Al shipper. They're like, "You're crazy." They were like, "It's 20." It was 22-1 when the gates opened, and the horse won. I think at like 13 or 14-1.
They tried to get rid of you so fast, and shoe repair in the paddock. There will be a delay. Shoe repair in the paddock. Okay, they're at the gate. Oh, hold on. The temporary rail's broken. We got to fix the temporary rail.
The tractor ran into the rail, and then they had a scratch at the gate, and he's just sitting there. An ice cold exacta's just going, "Wow, no one is on this long ever. What's next? Lightning?"
Yeah, nobody knows what to say because you picked a horse who looked impossible on paper. I mean, they were nice. They weren't like, "You're crazy."
All right, we're at the gate, I think, Frank, here. So
yeah, they're getting towards the gate.
Let's look and see now that we're 0 minutes in. Who? So the 11 ended up going favorite. So the 11 into the 1 is $17, Frank. The 10 into the 1 is $17, and it looks like you're getting better value on the 10 here at 7-2 than you are the 11.
What is the favorite combo?
That's the favorite combo. They're tied. Oh, just uptick. 11 to the 1 is 17. 10 to the 1 is $18. And looking around, that's pretty much it. The 11 to the 4 that I like is paying. My 4 has 3 legs according to the probables here. Trying to see who the second choice.
All that money came in on Latitude, huh?
But there's, it's. Yeah, the 11's going to go off as favorite, but 10 is a tight second. And looking at in the next leg, it's between
Latitude.
1 who we've tossed, but the other ones are the 5 and the 6.
Yeah, but Latitude is a big favorite.
Big, yes.
So, all right, they're at the gate. They're loading. Good luck, everybody. No action in this race, but we start to get real serious in the next.
All right, bingo card. Frank forgot to unmute.
No, I was talking to the executive producer. She said, "Be nice to Ciaran. He finally got some sympathy PR."
Yes.
Did he get the call from FanDuel? That's the first thing I said.
I think he knew I was going to be wearing my Go Phoenix suit. That's what it was. He's like, we'll actually have someone dressed in a suit on the show.
Yeah, that might be a first, actually. So are you going to start talking about the wrong races on his show like you do on our show?
Probably, yes. No,
Yeah, the downhill. I'm going, what if he talk?
So that explains. I was deep in research for tomorrow and writing my script and getting everything. So I still had Saturday's races all stuck in my head.
Just don't embarrass us, okay? Don't embarrass the DTL crew, man. That's all we ask.
I've done it a bunch of times. Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
We've told this story before, but I'll tell it again because it's one of my favorite stories in the world. Ciaran did Quigley's show like for the first time, and he had a name on the tournament circuit and at Del Mar, and he helped me out with the newcomer seminar, and then that led to a gig handicapping for the LA Times newsletter, and then he was in the newspaper, the San Diego Union Tribune. Like, I mean, he was blowing up. So Tom had him on the show, and I don't know if this is true enough. The way Ciaran tells it, he says he had 8 of 9 winners on top. He almost swept the card. It was like the greatest handicapping performance ever, right?
And a second place. I mean, it was a chalky kind of card. And my second place was a prize horse, and the very first leg was a long shot. And when I see Frank, I still go. You could tell the cadence in his voice where he thought my horse had no chance.
Don't ruin my story. Don't ruin my story. Okay. So he had a greatest day in the history of simulcasting, and he's in the Eddie Logan after, and Frank Miramati comes in to shake hands and kiss babies, and he's the absolute best after the races. He tells the greatest stories, and he's so nice to everybody. He goes up to Ciaran and he goes, "Wow, great job on the show, man. That was a really good job." And Ciaran's like, "Thank you so much." He goes, "I didn't realize you were such a good handicapper. I always thought you were a clown." And I said, "Ciaran, you missed your chance. You should have told Frank, well, they're not mutually exclusive. You could be a good handicapper and a clown at the same time."
Yep. But people don't realize whenever Tom gets off the show, people text him, what their thoughts are in the show.
That's right. They absolutely do.
And he was like, the second the show ended, he was like, the first message was from Frank that day. He was like, wow. Yeah.
And Miramati's one of them. He's right up there with Tom. Like, gets good feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But Tom is one of the most respected people in the industry. He not just, I mean, you see how much of a presence he has on X, but I'm talking about like the industry in general. People who don't even know what X is. His phone blows up after every guest he has, especially if it's a new one, and they will give Tom their honest opinion. Wow, great guy. Where's he been? Or, you know what, I thought he could have done better. Whatever it is. So it's nice to get that kind of feedback because if they just listen to you on this show, they're going to go, dude's talking about the wrong race. Like, oh, my God. Like, thank God we don't have to pay for this.
Now you know why I was. I just literally finished handicapping tomorrow. I was like, I got all the races mixed up. Because I think tomorrow – the first sequence is an all turf on down the hill for the all turf tomorrow. Frank is race 5 down the hill. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, I get it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. You're best when you're drunk and loosey goosey. If you put too much pressure on yourself, you're gonna pull a Frank lawn and get ready to throw the monitor out the window.
So Frank, the early money
Ciaran is way better than Frank Lawn Ciaran.
When the early money came in on this race, Frank, it was the other saddler that got it. The 9 to 5. I mean, we're not talking. We've seen bigger money come in on horses. It's not a whole lot of money in this race, and we kind of talked about how, but they like the other one. I mean, we totally tossed that Latitude, the 3 to 2, but on the double, the one is dominant on the double. $15. Next highest.
Are you talking about the will pays, Ciaran?
Yeah, $2 will pay for the double.
Yeah.
One is $15. 5 is 25. 6 is 26. 3 is 54. My horse is going to be looking for an Uber on the double money, supposedly at 92. But let's look at the pick 3. That's usually where we get some good. The pick 3, same thing. The 1, 31.90. The 6, 53. The 5, 55. Yeah, my horse has no shot according to the multiples. So, Eesh.
Well, we've seen them.
I don't mind an outlier.
They've been wrong before, right?
Oh, I mean, as you say, Frank, when you want to get paid in Southern California, sometimes it's the separator bet that does it. And this leg, this is my separator, Irish Rebel. He gets the job done here, and I'm gonna have money to spend tomorrow.
All right. Well, before we get too into the nitty gritty, let me just welcome a couple of new viewers. DTL crew member Dan H. Good afternoon, guys. Here, better late than never. You're all alive in the turf. I think us and everybody that takes wagering on Santa Anita is alive. But thank you for asking, Dan. And you know what? You're here. That's all that matters. Late, early, doesn't matter. You are here. And he has a comment about the track. I feel like on that final 16th on dirt, a lot of the leaders get passed. Yeah, I think the track has been, chime in here after I say my point. I think the track has been kind of fair, actually. I mean, you don't want to be too far back on the dirt, but that's everywhere except Oaklawn.
That little bit of rain, I think, did wonders for this track, and I think it did wonders for the turf course as well. I mean, granted, the rails are at a 30. They go in tomorrow.
You're talking about the dirt. But
the dirt, too. I think the rain, I think it's a very fair track. I mean, all it takes, I agree. I mean, versus what we've seen before, it's like, yikes. One thing and the other.
I mean, maybe it's a little harder to win wire to wire, and the second and third place horses have a better chance. But I think it's been pretty fair. But thank you for mentioning that, Dan. Jeff goes, of course, because he had the 10.
I thought the 10 was the horse.
I love your Miramati story, Ciaran.
I mean, I thought the 10. I mean, I said if I had to do a single, it was the 10, but I went 10-11. And at the 16th pole, I thought the 10 was a lock, but 11 swooped up and took him down.
Yeah.
He would have been a lock last week. This track, not so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the dirt's been fair all meet, actually. And
no, actually, I like
I'm the
fair
first one to say if there's a bias. Oaklawn is like Oaklawn and Del Mar are the two most dirt biased tracks I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, no.
The last
you haven't
year.
been watching Aqueduct, have you? If you're not on the inside, don't even bother betting.
No, well, I've seen that on Twitter. But I don't know. I watched the Withers, and Renegade wasn't on the inside. He came from swooping off the pace and outside. So, yes, Jeff, take Ciaran's advice. You need to start drinking during, not after.
Yes, during.
All right, Ciaran, let's put up your plays and my plays simultaneously. Well, hold on. So in the all turf, I have the 5 and the 3 on my A ticket and the 1 and the 6 on my B ticket. So I am 1, 3, 5, 6. Ciaran, who are you alive to in the all turf?
4, 5, 6.
Okay, 4, 5, 6. And now let's look at the start of the late pick 3. This is me. You want to put your banner up there, Ciaran?
Yeah, my banners. When you see I'll put the banner up, but it was before we'd seen everything. So the 10 is actually a 1, not the 10. Hang on, let me find it.
Yeah, we can change that because you changed that in your all turf as well.
Yeah.
Ciaran's like, he's too cool to look at scratches and change his wagers like I do.
I was busy.
He's like, oh, I'll just leave it up there.
I was busy. When you get called up to the major leagues and Tom calls, you better do your homework. So I was burning the midnight oil and then just had all those races in my head. So, I mean, I did my notes. My top choice, believe it or not, in that last leg, as I've said, is the 15-1 Kimura horse, the 5. He was also riding the 10 who did not make it in. So I'm 5. Just pretend that 10 is a 1. I ended up pivoting to the 1. I didn't have.
But your order is 5-1. You like the 5 better, though, right?
5, 8, 4, 1. I like the 1 the least, but the fact that the 10 got scratched, I threw in the 1 as the replacement.
So hold on. Let me look at the start here. So
I'm gonna actually take this down while you talk, and I'm gonna correct
Okay.
my thing and upload it again, Frank. Why
Yeah,
confuse
go ahead.
me?
Yeah, that's very good. Good, thank you. So, Ciaran is alive in his all turf to the 4, 5, and 6, and he is also starting his late pick threes in various combinations with the 4, 5, and 6. And when he puts his chart back up, we can see in order of preference who he likes the best. I am alive to the 1, 3, 5, 6 in my all turf, but to start this, my order of preference is the 5, 3, 1. Let me tell you though, right off the jump, I do not have a good feel for this race. This race has horses that I'm landing on that I don't usually like to play. I've said it a million times on the show. I do not like horses who have lost in the maiden claiming ranks and are now moving up against maiden special weights. I'm making an exception here with the 5 Midway Lane, the other Saddler, only because this is a very, very weak group. And I don't think his stablemate, has to win this race. In fact, I had a buddy of mine texting me to take a good hard look at the 2, Mucho Dulce, Sweet Azteca in the Bloodlines. But again, I'm stubborn. I can't bet a first-time starter going long on the turf. But this is the kind of race he would win, she would win, or he would win.
And I was going to say, this is the kind of race like when you're like, yeah, I don't know who to do. Well, even if the first-time starter's pedigree looks like crap, maybe it's the race you toss it in.
Yeah. If this were a dirt race, I'd be way more than willing to do it. I just think it's so hard to win first asking going long on the turf. And look, let's face it. I mean, Baltus has been a little cold. That second winner he got, if you remember, Ciaran, they bet that horse like that horse was not losing. Remember that Dea Matrona horse?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Baltus was ice cold, and they bet that horse to even money or something. So, is the 2 taking any money here? Did it take any sneaky money in the multis? 10-1, no.
I think Baltus's Streak Buster is going to be in tomorrow's race, or in a race tomorrow with JJ late. But you'll have to watch Tom Quigley's show to see it. And
I might get a big gun and just do a live show while you're doing the seminar.
Oh, there you go.
And blow you out of the water. Because we look at our live streams, we blow every other show out of the water except Quigley.
But the thing is, the new thing they did with X on the live shows, Frank, is not showing the numbers. People have to actually click on the live button. I guess they started that this week, is what it looks like.
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I don't like it, though. I like when it shows up.
No, the numbers are down because you actually have to, when you go to Twitter, you got to click. They show the profile of the person, like Santa Anita, for example.
Right.
It's in the Twitter page, and it's got the red live button. You got to click on it. It's something new. They didn't tell anyone they're doing. People are probably going, "Where's the show? Where is it?"
Well, I think people know by now where to find us, but it is a little frustrating because I think a lot of people who were just randomly scrolling through the Santa Anita timeline,
correct,
they're like, "Oh, what's this?" And they click on it, and they're like, "Oh." But you know what, Ciaran? It's still crushing every. I don't want to say anything. Our numbers are still good. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Did you fix your grid there with the 1?
Yep, that's the new one now. So 1's replaced there. Now I got to go back and correct my bets that I had earlier. So where? Now you don't have my 4 at all.
Why don't you leave the 10 and get the post time favorite? That's the wise guy move, right?
Yeah, but
you don't like the post time favorite.
No. So, and we have 1 horse in common in the last leg. So, which means we're going to pivot for the double.
Yeah, that's why. I didn't mean to shoot you down on your idea of doing a community pick 3, but I felt like the double was way more interesting because I know the community pick 3 was going to single the 4 in the all turf. You know what I mean? So, but we'll think about that for next time. It's a good idea.
No, we're trying to jump that pool, and at least
We'll do it for
so
next
more
time,
people
for
might have
sure.
played it today just because they saw, oh, that's a legit single in there. Let me hop on that one.
Oh, that's a good point. My brain doesn't work like yours. You're more of a spontaneous in the moment person. I need to plan. I'm an Aquarius. I am very in the moment, but I excel in the moment because I've already planned to be in the moment. So we'll do it next time. How about that? Hey, what are you guys thinking out there? How are we starting? So real quick, Froggy Mushroom, what's up, guys? Thank you for joining us. From Little Rock, Arkansas, I believe. And then how about my man Tippy? Hope Ciaran is wrong on the Irish Rebel. Only horse I don't have. Tippy is the master of the coast to coast. This guy has hit that bet numerous times. Please tell us who you are alive to so we can root for you. And next time, get on the show earlier so we can see, so we know who you're playing, so we could play pick threes and doubles.
I mean, I think we might start doing some pick threes as well on our community ticket. Why not? You know what I mean? Add some more of them in.
I think it's a very good idea, Ciaran. I will prepare for that on the next show.
I mean, we might have to come on a little bit earlier just because we're going to have a little bit more yapping to do.
That's fine. That is fine. We could save all the chit chat for that dirt race until they give us a $5.
I mean,
what do you call it? The dirt double?
I think they're missing out on it. And I still think, I mean, we've not seen the money yet. And it took a while for the pick three and the double pool money to start combining. And I mean, the pick three has just blown up. I think when people start approaching the all turf in conjunction with the late pick three and the late double, especially on, it doesn't really work for 8 race cards, but when you've got 9 races and above, it absolutely plays really well.
And you know what? Don't be afraid to mention that on the show because Tom's going to ask you.
I actually
went with the double and the pick three or whatever.
When I sent him,
all the good things.
When I sent him my
picks,
when I sent him my picks, I was like, "Hey, you know, Frank and myself have been really pushing the all turf. Here's my all turf picks. I'm not sure if you'll actually throw it up." So we shall see.
Probably talk. Yeah, I'm sure he'll talk about it.
I mean, I'll talk about it, but I gave him the pick, so if he wants,
no, I'm saying Tom will probably want to talk about it because
I mean, it's. I think it's a great bet, and actually, you know what we need to talk to as well with Santa Anita, our early promo that they do. They need to add in the all turf. They need to redo that video and add in the all turf as well.
Yeah, and they need to get rid of the Tory because he's retired and he doesn't ride it.
They need to do their 3 low takeout bets, the all turf. And the all turf is one of the things they want to push. So,
and they need to say, for expert analysis, DoubleTroubleLive.com. All right, so let's look at your revisions here. Starting off with the 4 and the 5-6. I'm starting off with the 5 and the 3-1. So let me look real quick. I know your 4 is that Irish horse, right?
Yep.
And then. Okay, so I have the 5-3-1 in my starting my pick 3, but I do have your 6 in my all turf.
Okay.
I cut the 6 because it was my 4th choice, and my caveman would have gotten too expensive. I think that horse absolutely has a chance. Kimura's got to get the horse to rate.
Well, let's look at the
here.
Let's look at the double. So in the next race, race 7, we're assuming the 8 is going to be the favorite, Artisma, the Baltus horse on the outside. Would you say? Although I think we both landed on the same horse as our top choice, the 6 Tequila and Therapy, the O'Neill horse.
Did. I'm 6'5" there, yes.
And I went 6'5", 8. So I mean, I was the same. I thought the 6. So let's see what. So the 5 in this on the double, the 5 into the whole. The favorite in the next leg, Frank, is 5 into the 8 at $14. 5 into the 5 is 24.
Okay.
Or 20. Actually, now it just dropped 21.
Yeah, Optics has Artisma at 8-5 and Lovin' on the Run at 5-2. Second choice. The 6 is 8-1, holding steady at that line. I think we both feel the same about Artisma. She could absolutely win because she has races good enough to win, but
Correct.
she never wins.
Yes.
So why would you take her at a short price? You know.
I mean, it was like blinkers on, drops in class from a grade 1, but Baltus is cold. But there was an interesting stat from Brad Free. This particular race, Frank, outside post has won 8 of 27 on turf. So it's not a bad spot to be, and especially with less horses in. So
yeah, no, I mean that horse can absolutely win, and it's super obvious.
But let's talk about the one that we both agree on, Tequila. So my notes for what I wrote, Harris stays for O'Neill, drops in class, adds Lasix, protected and not risked. And the 5, which I put in second place, won 2 in a row under Hara, who obviously leaves for the O'Neill horse. Risk for a claim, back on dirt, was claimed last out and jumped up. The trainer's 0 for 5 off the claim. That's why I kind of put the 6 over the top. But sometimes a hot horse continues being hot even after the claim. So it wasn't one I could toss away.
Yeah, I actually think that was a really good claim for 25. Tamayo is moving the horse up in class. I'm not surprised about that. Maybe she isn't worth that, but I think 25 is good value for her. So if it doesn't work out here, he's going to have plenty of options in starter allowance races and whatnot. So I thought that was a really good claim.
And he's probably thinking too, a lot of people are going to think, this horse is not worth 50, and he sneaks one by the goal.
Right, correct. I don't think anybody will take this horse. It's a 6-year-old mare. O'Neill dropped her for 25. I don't think anybody would take this horse actually for
Which
50.
is why I couldn't toss the horse, because I was like, this is really sneaky kind of placement of the horse, and you got to look at that sometimes too.
I'm looking at my notes. There were 2 claims in for the horse last time, but I don't think anybody will take this horse for 50, because they know if O'Neill's dropping for 25, there's a reason, right? But Tamayo's a good trainer. He's very shrewd. Maldonado has won with that horse before. I think the horse trips out. I think the 5 and the 6 get the absolute perfect trip. I think the 8 gets a very good trip as well. But I mean, the 8's had chances. I mean, look at all those chances. Second. I mean, could win today, but you know what? 6-5, 7-5.
They
I
pull
like
the
others
blinkers.
better.
They pull the blinkers off, and that's actually a stat where Baltus is 21% for almost a profit. And like we say, when you see some of these trainers and jockeys go 0 or 5% for, it does not last. There's a reason they're on this circuit. It's not because they go 0 for that for so long. They eventually end up winning.
This horse has run with blinkers off before. I mean, still can never get the job done. So anyway, I'm not saying the horse is a major contender, but we both thought it was a race to take a shot in, right? I mean,
absolutely. Yes.
Do you understand this? Dan Gonzalez, Frank, is planning my buddy Danny G. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Oh, to call you out. Oh, Dan, I know. I was starting the show. I couldn't. I promise I will call you back. I promise. Here, Ciaran, which one of you is applying for the Shrupp job?
It's one of my dream jobs, but they don't want us actual handicappers on that show.
He is a host. You would have to talk nonstop.
Well,
that's why I say I give him so much credit for doing what he did for as long as he did. I mean, there was not a millisecond of dead air when he was on.
I don't think
it's a sign of a very good broadcaster.
I don't think people realize how much work goes into these shows. Like, we got to prep, and then in the back of our mind, we got to make sure, A, we don't curse, B, we don't tell the same story 15 times in a row, and you can't have dead air. It's not an easy thing to do.
We did one long show, and Ciaran was ready to quit.
Yep.
In the middle of the show, he was like, "I'm done. I did.
Yeah,
no mas. I got nothing left." Now, granted, we were stuck with Turfway Park, so
it was really bad. It'd be one thing if we were winning. No, we were just firing away and losing. I was like, I'm done with it. No more of this nonsense. We got 1 minute to post.
What do we got here? It looks like they're doing something with somebody's saddle here. Is there going to be a scratch?
1 minute to post.
They're futzing with someone's saddle.
I'm looking right now. The 3.
Johan Lopez and all you other Spanish listeners, I posted the results in the chat. Please go look in the chat. I can't post it 30 times, and you better like and subscribe. Por favor.
We're at still at 494, Frank. No one loves us.
Well, I'm a little annoyed about I have more watchers on my feed than Santa Anita, and that's not how it usually is.
Yeah, that's their tweak is very bizarre.
Well, anyway, 91 on mine, 81 on Santa, 6 on yours, and then the other show we're up against has 2. So I guess we're doing pretty good regardless.
And the other show is using 4 bots, so actually -2, Frank.
All right, let's go back.
All right, they're loading.
All right, Dan, I promise I will call you back after the show. Thank you, brother. All right, good luck, everybody. Well, I mean, come on. Like, people are asking me who won the race. What did I say?
People say I don't aliens. People from these speakers.
What do I say? Speakers. I want to accommodate, but like, for favor. Like, look. Why you put dog?
Y'all like a hit from Ford, y'all. Yeah. Y'all like a hit from Ford.
Oh, you're funny.
I'll tell you, dude.
Hey, we're not. Speak for yourself. I had it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. As soon as I walked away, I forgot to turn off my mic. And I went to Terry. She was laughing in the other room. I was like, "Are you making fun of the way I said por favor?" And she's like, "You sound like a hick. It's not nice. Like when people say Italian, like you got to learn Spanish." I go, "Oh my God, I don't know." Por favor. Anyway, so that was a little.
Yeah, Irish Rebel sucked, and both Sadlers sucked. I mean, even Latitude ran better than the one we thought would have been. Yeesh. Midnight Strike, all right.
Midnight Strike has run evenly in all of his starts, but at least he knows how to relax and run along with the pack, and that will come in handy in a race that should have a very fast early pace. He could win by default, grade A. Someone is alive in everything.
I'm down in flames on everything. But
How
I
about
can
that?
recover with the
Good for you,
double.
Tippy.
I have the double to fix it.
I always mute, and right before the race, I go to talk to Terry to make sure everything's going well, and I forgot to mute there, and she's laughing about the way I said por favor. She's like, "What is that Spanish people? Frank, what do you say? You got to learn Spanish. I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She's like, you sound like a hick. Por favor. Anyway, apologies to anyone who I may have upset or offended, but, you know, Ciaran's giving out winners of races tomorrow. I'm just giving out the winners today.
Well, we are official.
Is it official yet?
Yep.
So what do we got? 3-1. Okay, to our Spanish-speaking friends, race 6. I'm putting this up now, so please, everybody listen. Por favor. Por favor. I don't know. I'm sorry. I took French. So what is the order of finish, Ciaran? Because we want to make everybody happy. 3-1-5-6.
3-1-5-6, correct.
1, 5, 6. And then I got to do this. I would love to be able to say this. Dale me gusta y suscríbete. Please help me, somebody. I sound like an idiot.
I keep meaning to put a no comment word up there on our media assets, but I keep forgetting.
What do you mean?
When you say next time. Actually, let's look at the will pays, Frank. So the double. The 8 is paying $35 and is overwhelming favored on the double. Next highest, it jumps up on the 5 at 88. Then we go to the 6 at 139. So your pick 3, Frank, if you can connect, looks like it possibly could pay pretty well if the 8 doesn't win. Like if our horse that we both, the 5 and the 6 win, could be looking at a decent pick 3 pay. Let's see what the.
All right, let's look at the all turf here first.
Oh, all turf. I can pull that up. Hang on.
4, 2, 8, 3.
All right.
I'm alive to the 1, 2, 3, 6, 8.
1, 670, 2, 310, 6, Skedalugalagon, 580, and the 10.
So 1, 2, 3, 6,
1,
8.
2, 3, 670, 313, and 1100. In the last leg on the all turf.
1, 2, 3, 6, 8.
All right. 6 is paying 580, and the 8, the chalk, is paying 121.50.
And what is the 3 paying?
1100. That's your big ad. The 1 and the 11 are paying you the most.
So the 8 is really light though, 120, huh?
Well, the 1 and the 3, I'm sorry. Yeah, the 8 is very, very light.
Really light.
Yes, very light.
Okay.
So the 3 in the next leg, when we do our community, a mission, 20-1. All right, I did not even look at that horse.
Did that horse go off at 20-1, really?
No. In the last leg, you said you have the 3, correct?
Oh, yeah, that's my real bomb pick. I'll explain why when we get to the race. But let's look at the 7 because Ciaran needs to pivot and do a double because he's out of everything. Right?
Chipping a chair. Well, we were talking, so the pick 3 is the favorite is, the 8 is dominant across the pays, double and pick 3, Frank. $56 on the 8. And then it goes up to 136 for the 5 and 346 for the 6. So both the double and the pick 3 money say the 8 cannot lose this race.
Well, the 8's been a beaten favorite before, so I'm not too scared about that. And that's fine. I have the 8 in my pick 3. So here's my pick 3. I cave banded, so I'm 6-5-8.
And I went 6-8-5 in my preference too. So we have the same horses.
And then what? And then the last I'm 2-3-8. And who do you have in the last?
I in order went 5-8-4-1. We were very different, other than the chalk in the last leg.
Wow, we got everybody.
Yes, I'm out, but I was very different in the last leg.
Anyone have any opinions there in the last leg? because I might need to pivot and do some double coverage here. And we need to put a community ticket together here because we're the same in this leg, but very different in the next. So I almost feel like we need to narrow here and spread in the last.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
We might have to, yes.
All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me go. Let's see how the doubles. Let's look at the doubles in the nightcap, Ciaran. See if anyone's taking sneaky money.
And it's still a little early, but
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but I mean, we can look off the jump right now.
John Metcalf's even money imputed odds on optics, but you're right, it is very early.
Although, I mean, 8 to the 8 is $19. 18 now. That's not horrible. We've seen worse.
Well, but I mean, 8's your third choice, right?
Yeah,
Well,
second choice. But I mean, I was looking for reasons. I mean, like we went over earlier, I didn't think the horse should be even money.
You're 685, right, Ciaran?
Yeah.
Okay. 685, and I am.
Oh no, in the last leg.
No, in this leg going forward.
This leg, I was 685 is how I. And then the backup ticket was the 1-7, but the 1 scratched.
So I am, you're 685, and I am 658. So same 3 horses, same top pick, right? The 6.
Correct.
And then we have the 5 and the 8. So we could look at doubles, but now the question is the last leg were very different.
Yeah, but we usually don't disagree. I would say at a minimum, the fact that we agreed that 6 was our top choice, that should be our, because we're getting paid a little bit more. So whatever we do, it's 6 with something else in the next leg for sure.
6 in this leg to the next, right?
Yes.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we may as well hammer.
Just look at the 6 to all the horses we mentioned because we're so different.
Yeah, I mean, because we would
Who's
do.
the only horse we have that's the same, the favorite, right? The 8.
So who do you have in the last leg? You've got 1.
I have 1. Hold on. Sorry. So in the last leg on my all turf. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. And in my pick 3, I just have 2, 8, 3.
All right. And on mine, I'm the horse that you don't have that I have. I have 5 as my top pick and 4. So, yeah, between us, we have 7 horses.
Why the 4? First time starter with Ayuso up?
Let me see.
Going long on turf?
When I was screwing up my races and talking earlier, but the reason I used that horse was.
I mean, I like your 5 way better than the 4.
This is the debut horse for Phil. He let Kimura go to the 5 or the 10, which is why I upgraded both of those horses. But Toss a Phil horse.
So you would downgrade the 4 then, right?
No, but Toss a Phil horse, because I lost all turf with this same combination a week or so ago. So Toss.
With a first time starter going long on turf, I find that very hard to believe.
I would usually never. I mean, Phil's stats are horrendous. 8%, debut turf, 6%. But Ayuso has been winning for Phil, which I never. He's cost me some tickets not using him with Phil.
That's not a reason to use a horse. Like, I mean, yeah, he cost us a ticket when he had that route horse cutting back and sprinting. But like, this is a first time starter. Did you the workouts good? Like anyone have any info on the 4 horse? I'm gonna look up some stats while we're doing this. Oh, the Damsinola Gray, who's freaking awesome. She was unbelievable. You're right. I actually wrote about this horse in detail. I did one of Ciaran's favorite things. I wrote a novel and then I X'd the horse.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. Because and the reason that came up was Frank was like, we were out. I don't know what we were doing. He's like, I got to do my write up. Oh no, we were at the contest at Del Mar. He's like, I got to do my write up. I'm like, hey, make it easy. Don't write 4 hours on one horse and then make it an X. Just
and then make it an
X.
X.
But the next day, he wrote a novel on it.
I can't help myself, man. I can't help myself. I just can't do it. I think I write more about the horses I don't like because I have to convince myself why I don't like them. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going to train AI. I'm going to copy your write-ups and throw it in and go, on each race, the 2 horses that have the most words, don't use them.
If they're X's, make them A's. You might be onto something. So here, Jeff has a comment for you, Ciaran. Did you make a typo? Your double doesn't include the 8 in the first leg. Why don't you check on that?
It might actually have a typo in it, yes.
I really want to look at Phil D'Amato with first-time starters. First-time starters. Distance. Route. Class. Maidens. No. How can I do this here? Time frame.
Actually, you know what, Frank?
Yeah.
I did not include a typo. I went about when I did this that if I was assuming I'd be alive in my pick 3, and I did not use the 8 in my double was my plan. So
you need to pivot then. Good call. Good call, DTL crew.
Well, we'll see if I'm going to pivot because I mean I'd gone my pivot bet, the $5 double was going to be 1-7 with 5-1 in the next leg. I guess I'll have to see what the 1-8 with the 5-1 pays. So I'm just looking now early. So the 8 with the 1 is paying $89, and the 8 with the 5 is $336. Like if I'm right about the 5 in the next leg, woohoo!
And what's your 4 paying?
The 4 is paying which horse to the 4? The 8 to the 4?
Yeah, because you like the 4.
122.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I looked up here. Oh, D'Amato over the last 5 years, first time starters going long on turf. 0 for 16, 1 in the money finish. That's it. I can't use it. I could be wrong. I would use your 5 any day of the week and twice on Sundays over the 4. Even though I love Enola Gray, she was freaking awesome. Mo Forza was a very, very good racehorse.
Well, give us your reason. You said you're going to tell us why you like the 3 emission in the last leg. Make your case, other than the trainer owning it.
First of all, I think this is a pretty weak group, okay? I don't think anybody stands out in here. Even John Metcalf. I mean, even money on John Metcalf? No way.
No.
Fractious, step slow, green. Broke from the 8 hole on the dirt, completely out for an educational run. I really like the breeding here for turf. I mean, the turf numbers are fantastic. Gloria Haley is a very good trainer from up north. I know she's only 5%. She's reacclimating.
Also the breeder. Here. She also bred this horse
and
as well.
she owns.
Yep.
I just thought this horse was very, very sneaky. Let me read. I'll read to you what I wrote, actually. Emission was likely just out for a spin in his debut, so I'm curious to see how he does today in this spot, since he's absolutely bred for 2 turns on turf. He won't have to be much to beat much in here.
Yeah.
So I'm like 20-1 in a field where I don't love. Where John Metcalf is going to be even money. Why not take an unknown commodity? That's actually why you're not that far off by taking a first-time starter in here. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but you don't like John Metcalf the same way I don't like John Metcalf.
I will say, I mean, if you're really convinced that the chalk to the chalk, the 8 to the 8 is $19 right now, I don't think it'll drop much more. So 10 times.
I think it will drop much more.
If you did a $50, you'll get in 10 times, you're making $190. That's, I mean, it's not crazy for $50, 4 times your money with a 3-2 to an even money horse. Would you agree? Not crazy money.
Not crazy, but you have to love both of them.
Yeah, and I don't.
I'm not against someone making that bet. Believe me, we've seen.
No,
that
that's what I'm saying. But if someone's out there, we talk about people diss some of these chalky chalk races, but you're getting paid a little bit more than you normally would. If you really like the chalk, bet the chalk.
But you have to love it. All right, we got 10 minutes. Let's do a DTL bet. See if we can get Larry here. Let's just start here, Ciaran, with the same horse we have on top, and that's the 6. So let's look at the 6 too. And I'm not saying we have to bet all these horses, but my horses, what did I have? 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3. And Ciaran, who are you horses?
1, 4, 5, 8.
1, 4, 5. Wow, we were really all over. All right. Well, we both have the 1 and we both have the 8.
Correct.
So let's start with the 6-1.
6-1, $304.
That's pretty good. And what about the 6-8?
91.
That's not bad either, actually.
No, that's really good. I mean, I loved my $20 double that I had planned on doing with the 1, 4, 5, 8 because 1 is 304, 4 is 299, 5 is 510, 8 is 92. I mean, those are healthy pays. I mean, it might be Frank.
What is the 5, Ciaran? I'm sorry, I'm writing it down.
I'm going to tell you, Frank. We
6,
both
5.
6-5 is 510. When I'm looking at these pays, Frank, I almost think the fact that we like the 6, we can get away with doing a $5 double, 6 with all except the favorite, the 8, if that makes sense.
Yep, and then come back and do a $15 double 6 with 8.
Yeah, or something like that, because the lowest pay we're getting with the 6 with all the other ones is $311, and the 6 with the 8 is paying $90. So we could come back and do $15 double, 6 with 90, and it pays us $270, and we're not spending action on the horse we both like.
Okay, so hold on. $5 double, 6 with all.
Except the 8. So we're doing.
No, well, you can use the 8. We'll just do it. We'll do 10 instead of 15.
Okay, with all. Yeah, so 5 with all.
Can you put this in while I type $10 double? Because I don't think my bankroll can handle this. $10
I'm gonna start
double.
keeping track because the last 4 races I've blown out. I'm like, why is my account? Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're the numbers guy. Keep a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
We did have it up to 1,200 until you decided to get drunk and play Turfway.
No, it was all our other ones. All right, so we're doing a $5 double, 6 with all, and that
$10
is
double, 6 with 8.
$45. And then what are we coming back with?
$10 double, 6 with 8. So we'll have a $15 double, 6, 8.
Correct. All right, and
then I think we should do a $5 double again, 6-1, since we both have the 1. Because that's $300. We'd have it twice, and it's we both have the 1.
I have them. I mean, that was my pivot bet, but sure.
Well, we don't have to. I mean, it's
no. 5 with 6 with a 1.
You were 6-1 with 1, 4, 5, 8, and I was 6 with 1, 2, 3, 6, 8.
Correct.
So I think we have to play the 1 multiple times.
All right. So we're at $60 we've spent, and then we've got how many minutes? We've got 6 minutes. We can probably see in like 3 minutes if we're seeing any sneaky money coming in on someone.
$10 double. So let me just make sure I have this right here. 45, 55, $60.
Mm-hmm.
LD, you better be out there. We're doing this for you. All right, Tippy needs the 5 in the last as well. Anybody else alive to anything? Anyone want to start anything?
Now, Frank, something we probably need to think about is you had the 5 as a or a B, right? In this race? The one that Hira hopped off?
Yes.
So we probably need to we don't want to spread as much as we did, but we probably need to use the 5 somehow in a bet as well, I think.
Well, we could do 5 with the 2 horses we both like in the next. 5 with 1-8.
All right.
Well, what are they paying? 5 with 1.
I'm throwing my bet in here, so I don't.
All right,
forget.
here I can look. DTL crew, what do we got? 5 with 1, 152. 5 with 2, 135. 5 with 3, 1,000. Jeez. 5 with 6, 237. 5 with 8, only 40. Ciaran's 5 with 4, 138 and 5. I mean, they're not that spectacular, but I have them written down if you want to.
Yeah, I mean the 5 with 8 is 5 with 1. I mean, we kind of have that. 5 with 1 is 154.
Yeah, not great.
5 with your 3 is $1,000. 5 with my 5 is 280. I mean, we could just do 5 with your crazy horse and my crazy horse for $10.
That's not bad.
$10, and I mean, if my crazy horse wins, it's 280, and we've got someone who's already cheering for the 5, and yours is paying $1,000. So
Let's do it with the 1 also. So $5 double. 5 with 1, 3, 5, right? $15. Is that right?
yep, 5 with 1, 3, 5, $15. All right, so we're 60, $75 we're down. It's not too bad. I mean, the pays, like, if people are just tuning in right now, you know, we're taking horses we both like, and then we're looking at the pays, and we're like, dude, for $5 we can make some good money. Why
Anyone
not?
got any double plays in there?
Yeah,
Who
throw
are we
'em in.
missing? I was worried a little bit about the 4, but decided against. Yeah, I mean, we got to get out of this race with something. But do you have anything with the 8 here starting, Ciaran?
What the what?
Are you starting your double with the 8? Can you put up your double play?
Yeah, I'm changing my double. Hang on, let me.
Okay, yeah, because I actually would like to see that.
I'm changing it right here. This is what I'm gonna do. Oh crap! I can't do it. Oh, hang on. I know how to do it. Hang on. File. Okay.
All right, what do we got here? How many minutes to post? What are we doing? 2 minutes to post. Wow. Oh my God, 50 cents on the dollar on Artisma.
All right, this is what I ended up doing for mine, Frank.
Okay. So hold on, let me move my banner because when I have the banner up, people can't see what you're doing. So how about that? Why are you blocking the whole screen? Can't see our faces.
Mm-hmm. It's just the way it comes up. I don't know why.
Well, anyway, take a screenshot of this, ladies and gentlemen. Ciaran's low takeout, $5 late double. 6 with 5, 8, 4, 1. 5 with 5, 8, 4, 1. And then the 1, 8 with 5, 1. Okay, so you are using the 8.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get away with. I mean, if the 1,
getting
8,
your money back, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I'm using the chalk in here and prices in the next because the chalk is just not worth it for me. I think
it's not worth it, Ciaran. It's not worth it because you would have to love Artisma and love John Metcalf, and you don't. In fact, you kind of dislike them.
I dislike them both. Like I really liked. I mean, I really liked the 5 in the last leg. I kid you not. When I And we talked about this earlier. Last show, someone said, Ciaran, start handicapping backwards. And I was like, no, that's what I was doing at Del Mar. And somehow I got away from it when we were doing the all turf. I would start, my handicapping on the first leg of the all turf. So for today's card, I handicap backwards. This was the first race I looked at, and I was like, yikes, spread race.
I don't dislike the 5. I liked others better, but the 5 could easily move forward and contend today. I just had a little bit of a hard time with the trainer, but to your point, he somehow convinced Kimura, who's so hot right now, to ride the horse.
Correct, and that people, I'm telling you, that's the jockey agents do all the, they do the heavy lifting on this stuff, and the fact that they were able to convince him. And Joe Talamo was on a show the other day, and people were kind of shocked. He was like, yeah. Someone asked him on a Q&A, he's like, well, how much do you pay the jockey's agent? He was like, 25%. I actually thought it was only 10%. So I was shocked at what the agent. That's what supposedly there was something where he said it's 25%. Wow. So I was like, those guys, they're putting the jockeys. They're the ones who place the jockeys. I mean, the jockeys will have a say, but
they're in the gate. They're loading. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully you'll come back and share who you guys all played. I am muting. Adios. What we say about Artisma, Ciaran?
Yep.
Too bad we didn't have that one with the all.
Yeah,
but that was smart of you. That was smart of you to come back and consider that one.
I mean,
now at least we're alive.
The reason I had downgraded that horse because we talked about the story off the claim. The jockey left, but we also talk sometimes when a hot trainer loses a horse in a claimer, they do place it, but you can't discount that horse the next out. Like horses get a little pep in their step sometimes. I mean, the wheels might fall off next out, but
that's a great point. And also the aggressive placement, right? If Tamayo got the horse to the barn and bit into a bad apple, probably running this horse for 10. Like why bother? He knew he had a good horse. He's like, we might not win for 50, but no one's going to take us. But get a piece of the purse, and then we'll drop next time, win for 25, and someone will claim it. Now he's like, oh, man, now we got options.
This is going to be an interesting, like, if you make your notes, see if he gets to keep the horse or someone claimed it, and who claimed it. Like, it would be interesting.
I will definitely look, but, I don't think anybody took this horse. Do you?
You never know. Maybe O'Neill went. Maybe O'Neill was one of those things. I thought we would have gotten it by last time.
Okay.
And claimed it back. You know what I mean?
Well, Like I said, Tom and I keep our database pretty good. And last time out for 25, there were 2 claims in. I can't tell you who the other trainer was, but there were 2 claims in. So maybe the trainer who lost them, maybe it was Sadler, is going to come back and say, well, you know what? I still think she's worth 50. So
And
maybe, maybe, I don't know.
And if there's someone who's going to fire away at a claimer, we know it's Sadler.
Yeah, Glad he'll take for 50. Miller will take for
50, 75, 100. Yeah, go for it.
Right. Yeah, 50 is a very I would be surprised, though, because if O'Neill's dropping for 25, O'Neill's thinking the wheels are going to fall off pretty soon. She's, 6-year-old mare. Once the women decide that they don't really want to run anymore, there's no convincing them otherwise.
Oh, I mean, I'll tell you. Look what we had with Comanche Country.
Oh, yeah.
Won a grade 2. The surfboard there, Surfer Girl Stakes.
She was the best. She was the best 2-year-old in Southern California.
3 came around. I'm done. I want to be a mama, and that was it. And then we kind of held on. We tried a bunch of stuff. Nope, she was done. Did not want to race.
You know what? I feel really good about the way we talked that through, because we're both like, Artisma could win. And you know what? John Metcalf might win, but we don't believe either one of them were so cinches that we would want to really step out. So I think that was great. And I had that horse. So here, I'm going to give you a lot of credit here. So look, I had the horse in my pick 3, right? So I'm still alive. But when we were talking about the community bet, I was just focused on the horses that we both liked in first or second, right? So I was fixated on the 6. And at the very last minute, you said, well, you know what, Frank? We both do have the 5. I have the 5 third, but you have the 5 second. We should at least look. And we looked and we played the combinations that are paying really well. So if I'm right about this 3 horse, what's this going to come back?
All right.
Is it official yet?
Are you ready for the doubles? What horses do we have right now? What do we end up doing?
Hold on. The DTL crew is alive with the 5 horse in that race. And I told you to throw in the 1. So 1, 3, 5.
All right. So the double to the 1 is $244.
Nice.
Double to the 5 is $359.
3.
$1,545. It went up $400.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's a little bit of a fanciful pick on my part, but John Metcalf's even money.
John Metcalf, on the double right now, Frank, it's a 1-horse race, $61 in the double. Let's look at the pick 3. On the pick 3, 8 is paying $355. 2 is $977. And then the next highest is the 4 at $1,400. So it's between the 8 and the 2, almost there. And then
which bet is that, Ciaran?
Pick 3.
Pick 3, okay.
And if we go to the pick 4, the 8 is $181. And then again, it jumps up to the 2. The 2 got a lot of money across 4-1 morning line. I guess it's not a surprise. The 4, though, Frank, on the pick 4 is the 3rd choice at $662.
Is that right?
Yes. So the 4.
That's very sneaky. Wow.
The 4 got on the pick 4, that is. And that actually, back in the day, that would be something when you and I were doing the pick 4 religiously, we would have looked at it and went, ooh, really? Oh.
What is that horse on the tote? What did that horse open up at?
8 to 1.
Because to me, I think the tote money will show if that horse is live or not. First time starter.
It got a nice chunk of money.
But 5 to 1 morning line, right? So 3rd choice on the morning line. Let me see.
Let's if we totally pretend the 8 is not in this race and ignore the money on the 8, Frank. The 5 got $2,900. The 1 got $25. The 2 got $27. The 4 got $2,200.
Yeah, that's not.
That's
no,
good. If what I'm saying, that's
that's the horse could win.
Correct.
That's not. We're just gonna give him one. That's we like this horse. can you do me a favor? Because we have our double play in. I did not play a double because I am alive in both the all turf and the late pick 3. So do you have the late pick 3 will pays there?
Yes.
Can you tell me the 238?
977 for the 2, 4,600 for the 3, and then 355 for the. I'm really cheering for the 3 so that you can start doing the bets for the, because I've been doing them every show. So I really want the 3 to win because I was looking at my account. And I'm like, why does my account keep going? Oh yeah, I'm doing the community bets over and over.
You're supposed to have a separate account for that. I'm going to open it. I keep trying to open an AmWager account for us. I mean, I have one through a friend of mine that I use a lot, but if I'm able to open that account, we'll both put the same amount of money in, and that'll be the community. And I'll give you the password, and we can both bet off it. But I don't want to look and see you betting Turfway Park on a Wednesday because you want the action, man.
I didn't bet our community money on that. We just sucked after Franklin. We didn't hit anything after that. Well, the thing is, we don't realize we're like, let's fire away. We got that $1,300, and then it was like 150 one day and 200 the next, and then we're like,
well, what happened was, and you called this out. You're like,
we weren't betting correctly.
When you first came up with the concept of the community bet, we were putting the ticket together to hit it. Didn't matter who was alive to what. And then after we hit it a couple of times, we were like, oh, well, Ciaran, you're going to hit the pick 3. I'm going to hit the all turf. Well, let's cover the combinations we don't have.
It's not the way to do it.
It's not the way to do it. It's playing with scared money. It's playing to hedge. All right. So Dan is alive to the 8. Don't have a lot. Well, what is the 5 on the win? You got to bet the 5 on the win. 5 is 6-1. Let me see what the imputed odds are on optics. See if that horse is going to go up or down. I think that's kind of the right price, actually. I thought 15-1 was stupid, just like you guys did. But the imputed double odds are 21-1. So you might get some drift on that. All right, Ciaran, I need your help here. So I'm also alive, and I think you already told me this, but I wrote it down on another page. If you don't mind, you have the all turf?
I will pull it up right now. And for people who are wondering, how do you find the all turf? You won't see it on the normal betting menu. You got to go to the actual bet, then pull up the bet, and then go to the will pays because they treat these bets as a totally separate pool and blah, blah, blah. All right, so you're alive to what now? The 1?
1, 2, 3, 6, 8 in the all turf.
670, 313, 1100, 580, 121. All right, so we need to do a trifecta keying the lowest pay because that's probably what Frank's going to hit now. The 8's going to win this race. So
before we do that, I have one question for you.
All right.
In your double,
correct.
Which horse is the best that we all have? The crew, me, and you. Is there one horse that all 3 tickets have? Probably the 8.
The 8.
The favorite. We probably have the favorite on everything.
We don't.
No, we don't have it on the community ticket.
On the community. On our community, we're live to.
Yeah.
We want the 3.
What are you alive to personally in your double again?
I was actually just looking through because I was looking through at our community bet, and then I was like, I guess I'm looking right now. So
I think you're 145.
I'm alive.
It's hard when everybody's alive to everything. It's very confusing.
Yeah, I'm alive to. I don't know. I kind of screwed it up. I guess I was supposed to be alive to 1458, but I guess I misclicked it. So I'm alive to 1457, and I'm alive to the.
You don't have the 8?
No.
Oh my God, Ciaran! Nobody. You know what? We don't have the 7 on anything, so you might actually win.
No, I was looking at it. I was like, how did I misclick that thing? But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I'm alive to the 41-1 horse. Let's see what that's paying. 2,700. Let's see if my
God.
Irish luck is going
This
to
is the
hold
luck.
up.
This is. Oh my God.
And just for you guys who think I'm full of crap, hang on, let me take a screenshot.
No, here, believe me, we believe you. There's no reason you would not brag about putting in the wrong horse.
You know how many times I fat finger and Frank is like, oh my God, this happened so many times. That's how he almost won a tournament at Del Mar, was doing the same thing.
Well, look at this. Pereira's ridden this horse twice before. It sticks around. They geld the horse. Oh my goodness.
That would be comical.
All right, let me go through here. So yeah, Dan, 5 was in the last bomb. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, look at the 5.
If the 5 were trained by anybody else, that horse would be like
15 to 1. Yeah, but Frank, look at this. 15 to 1 morning line, 6 to 1. And when I talked about it earlier, my notes for this race were John Metcalf. I don't think this horse should be even money, nor Desert Hawk 15 to 1. I mean, Desert Hawk has at least come down to where a proper.
That horse should if that horse was trained by anyone else, that horse is 5 to 1 on the morning line. Not live in the doubles though, because they bet the double off the 15 to 1. But it's nice to see the money in the win pool. So Dan H has a pick 3 to the 8. Okay, we talked about that. So Dan, you got to bet. We're gonna look at the trifectas in a second. Look at Stephen D. 1, 5, 6, 8, 9.
Come on, 9. Nice. Come on, 9. 1,700 for the 9. Beetlebox.
No, yeah, but we don't have the 9.
I do. No, I do.
No, you don't. You have the 1, 4, 5, 7, I thought.
I know, but I was saying when I was doing I did the 1, 4, 5, 7, and I had the 9 as well, is what I was saying. Like right before we ended up going, I was like, remember I talked about Beetlebox before? We were like,
so you have a double alive to 1, 4, 5, 7, 9.
Correct.
For $5.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
It should have been 5 to the 1, 4, 5, 8. And then my other bet that I came back with was 1, 5, 6, 8 to the 9. So I spent $20 on it just because one of my things is whenever I do these shows, if I write about a horse, as you do, you have to write about them all, Frank. But when I go through and do my handicapping, let's say, and I get to this point and I'm like, well, I need to recover. Which horses should I throw in? And then I'll look and I go, which horses did I actually write notes on in the race? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use this one because I actually mentioned it. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let me pop it up on the screen. Media assets and file. I guess I got to remember what I saved it as.
So basically, what you're telling us is when you get knocked out of the all turf, you get knocked out of the late pick 3, you come back and you basically play every horse in every race.
Exactly. That's pretty much it, yes. And then I go get another drink.
And then you hit and you go, oh, you know what? I made $70 and I was wrong. I was wrong and I still made $70. That's great.
Yes.
That is great. Well, that's why we say, Ciaran, this is a wagering. It's a wagering game. We've been wrong on the show a few times,
and the pays were just
put us on a horse, and we've won money.
So this is what I was talking about. Like these were my notes that I did earlier today, Frank. You know, like how you do your write up. So then we were looking at this, and actually, to give myself credit on this, if the 9 does win, when we started the all turf, I mentioned that one of the reasons I was against the 1 is because I said the 9 had as much speed. You know what I mean? I wrote about it. So when I'm looking at doubles and I'm knocked out of everything, well, I did a write-up on this horse. Why not?
Where can one find this write-up, Ciaran?
What's that?
Where does one find this write-up?
I don't put it out. Is that
part of your subscription or is that part of your analysis on Santa Anita?
That's just my notes when I'm prepping for my handicap.
Oh, for yourself?
Yes.
For the show?
Yes.
Oh, you actually prep for the show? That could have fooled me.
I do, believe it or not. Yes.
Could have fooled me. All right, because we can't stay on too late after the show because
we're going to be
Chappie has the show after, but we have time. So how many minutes to post here? I want to make sure. How many minutes to post, Ciaran? Do you know?
We are 11 minutes to post.
Okay.
So we'll have like a couple of minutes afterwards. We probably won't have time to go through the probables, but we already know they're going to pay more than they usually do.
I want to look at some pool sizes because we
All right.
already went through all that stuff. So there's another racetrack that does a $3 late pick 3 and a $5
Ooh.
late double.
All right.
And we used to do a show for them. And every show we did, the double pool was over 100,000. Let's see what they did today, and then we'll see what Santa Anita did. You want to play a game?
Yeah, I mean, we were in constant contact with them, and then we got the Irish goodbye. We don't
I
know who
prefer
you
the French exit.
Yeah.
All right,
don't know who
there.
you
All right,
guys
I'm
are.
going to give you an over/under $5 late double on a Friday at Frank Lawn Park. Over under 75,000.
Ooh, on a Friday, I got to think it was over.
64,000.
There you go. And we actually debated doing a Frank Lawn show. We were like, yeah, you didn't give us the time of day, so no.
$3 pick 3 over or under. So the double was 64,000. Pick $3 pick 3 over or under 85,000.
Oh wow, that's a low bar. I'm gonna have to think over because if it wasn't, that's pretty bad.
79.
How many?
79.
Yeah, no commento.
No comment though.
I'm gonna
Let's
look
see how
at last
Santa Anita
year's.
did on a Sleepy Friday.
Let me look at last year's just to see.
Well, remember it wasn't the same. It was $1 or $2 last year, but I mean compared to what they were doing during the holiday meet.
Yeah. But they were like, oh, we're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And we're like, there's no weather. Wait till the weather rolls in. Actually, so what are the pools for today, Frank?
I'm going to give it to you. $5 double at Santa Anita. I'm going to have you guess.
Today?
It's somewhere between 140 and 180.
Oh, for the double? You got the double pool already today? Ooh,
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people like me who did not bet that on the horse. I'm going to say higher.
No, between 140 and 180.
Oh, hold on.
Pick a number. Between 140 and 180.
155.
Double did 167 today.
Ah.
How good is that?
On a Friday with this card with what people think is a logical.
What did Artisma go off at? Even money? See, they were listening and following us. We all beat Artisma. This is interesting, though. Pick 3 between 140 and 190.
It's always more. And the fact that the double was that much, I'm going to have to say 188.
You will be as surprised as I am. Only 140. Lower than the double. We hardly see that.
That's
I'm trying to figure out why.
Wow.
Because of maybe that 4 or 5 horse field at Latitude. Oh, that's why. People singled Latitude, got knocked out, and came back and had to play the double.
Correct. Which is what we tell everyone. Like, you got to, when you place the races like they place them, you can juice all the pools.
People were like, oh, this is going to chalk out. I'm going to go single Latitude. Blant, blant. So that pool was only 140. I'm a little surprised by that.
So last year, Frank,
out and they go, oh, man, we got to come back and play the double.
Last year, the double
167,000.
Last year, the double was 83,000, Frank, on Friday. And last year, the pick 3 was 85,000.
83 and 85?
Correct.
Last year?
Yep.
DTL crew in the house.
Yep. Give low takeout bets and they will bet it.
Froggy, we did. We supported Oaklawn Park to show them how valuable it is to spread the word and market the $3 late pick 3 and the $5 late
constant contact with them.
And we grew their pool astronomically because we keep records. We did 5 shows last year during the holiday meet for Oaklawn. Every double pool was over 100,000. They're not even coming close to that. They're not marketing the bet.
But hey, we got contests with 12 people in them. And 3 people have 2 entries.
And they don't fail, so they don't even give you the top prize. Santa Anita has been supporting the players. They have given us a platform to help spread the word, to help educate players, to have a community of guys and gals just like us who want that old school racetrack parimutuel feeling where we believe that our handicapping and our wagering acumen can beat the guy next to you. We believe that. Ciaran goes to bed every night going, I'm going to crush Frank tomorrow.
Yep.
He sucks. He's got nothing. I go to bed going, oh, Ciaran's going to bet Irish Rebel. Let's see if he gets lucky.
Yeah. And he ran last today. Although I will say my mind was all about tomorrow. So if you guys have nothing to do, you got to watch your ADW. So I'll be up in the big leagues tomorrow.
Welcome to the TV, the big leagues. No radio for you. Got it.
I'm very glad that you're studying hard and you're preparing for Tom's show. But if you want to be elite in this world, you have to do both. You can't cut the DTL crew and me. You can't be talking about downhill races on Saturday as part of today's late pick 3, dude. Come on. Don't let the pressure get to you. This ain't your first rodeo. And here, Froggy Mushroom, I agree. Oaklawn Park has the ability to be an elite racetrack. An elite, one of the best.
You know who's going to take their mantle, Frank, if they give us low takeout bets? Turf Paradise. Weather, not an issue. Give us low takeouts, Turf Paradise. We will come.
Anywhere with low takeout, high minimums, we will support. We showed it. Poor Delta Downs. They wanted to do something nice. They want to do something nice for the horse players. You know what?
Crushed.
10% low takeout on every wager. Everything must go. Our prices are insane. You know what happened? Churchill Downs goes, oh, there was a glitch in our ADW and Delta's canceled today. And then what happened after that? Delta goes, you know what? No more. We're not. They had 4 more days scheduled, Ciaran. 4 more.
And the day before is when they put a press release out without even announcing it.
So anyone out there who thinks that a Twin Spires TS is doing something nice for the horse players because of the whole tournament thing, please do not believe it. Please do not believe it. They do nothing that is in the interest of the horse players. They only do things that are in their own self-interest. If you want to play tournaments, play on ExpressBet. They've been the market leader for how many years? I mean, from the jump.
Eons.
The market leader from the jump. All the loyal, smart, sharp tournament players play there. Santa Anita innovates with these low takeout wagers to try and give it to us. All right, let's move on because Larry wants to talk about Gold Phoenix. LD in the house. Did you get the DTL wager? Because we're alive. I hope you did.
We're just going to Mancuso who? What? I mean, we always have to deal.
He's talking about tomorrow, too.
Yeah, we always got to worry about the other Phil in a race, but I don't think.
Mancuso's in a different race. He's asking 2 questions, Ciaran. First,
right.
What is the strategy for the jock to win on Gold Phoenix?
I think just hug the rail and then find a hole and get out, and don't let Mike Smith screw it up for you. And Mancuso, I had here.
Well, hold on. Explain to Larry what you mean because he joined late. Larry, Ciaran thinks Mike Smith is going to race ride Gold Phoenix and prevent him from getting
both
the trip.
closers. I think Truly Quality might be a little bit ahead and try to impede them, and then they both come running late. So I think it's going to be a jockey's race unless we get someone to go to the lead and be a rabbit. We need pace. There's no pace. It'll be interesting to see.
I actually think Twirling Point, the other Jonathan Thomas, is a rabbit for Truly Quality. I really believe that. But if that's the case, that'll help your horse as well. That'll help both of them. But there is a world in which Truly Quality and Stay Hot could run 1-2 around the track. There is no pace in that race. It is so bizarre. So yeah, Mancuso in race 9 tomorrow
Is my
scratched
fourth.
out of a dirt race on today, I think. So he's running in there.
Yeah, I've got what looks to be a super strong single in there. That's my third choice.
All right, they're in the gate. We'll
right.
come back right after the race, but then we got to wrap up soon because we're gonna get preempted, and Ciaran's got some homework to do. Good luck, everybody.
Wow, the 4. Too late.
Four. You're supposed to say, Frank, oh my God. You hit.
Oh, that was the big one, right? What did that
No,
one?
not the biggest. 850.
That's still
I
not too
think
bad.
that was the all turf.
Congratulations.
Oh wait, that's the crappy one. I gotta get
I
rid
did
of that.
not have the late pick 3, but the all turf.
The journey's long, but you have won your brightest day.
Yeah, I need a better song than that.
Frank's back on the beam. Thank you. Thank God.
You bet Diego on the turf.
I did. But Ciaran,
You know
here's
who
the thing.
looked? You know
We
who
talked
looked?
about this. We both hated John Metcalf. Even
Yes.
money, like the worst even money favorite you'll ever see in your life. We both. I used 4 horses. You used 4 horses, and none of them were the same.
You know
Like, you
who
could have
looked?
just as easily won that race.
Beetlebox looked like it was going to blow them away, but the head was all weird. That's a horse to make a note for next out. I thought,
Next time.
yeah,
You can
absolutely.
you can't make that. You can't make that move. That 4 wide move on the turf.
And then it was like the head was all to the side down the stretch. I don't know if did they have blinkers on that horse. That's a horse out of that race, and the Phil D'Amato horse came too late. You weren't catching the 6, but that's a couple of horses to watch next out for sure.
Well, yeah, that horse is absolutely bred to be a good one. I know I was making fun of you about betting a first-time starter going along on turf, but that horse ran very well and probably needed that one. But you've actually been during the show, you've been really good actually with first-time starters going along on turf. I made fun of you relentlessly at Del Mar. It was like a Mark Ladd Freyzoo horse, first-time starter going along. I ridiculed you the whole show, and then the horse ended up winning at 5-1.
Sometimes, I mean, as we keep telling people, this is a very expensive business. It's not like back in the day where some of these trainers, I mean, would take a couple of races, some of them even 3 or 4, like Drysdale, you know what I mean? Like they just slowly work the horse in, and not anymore. It's like, you got to win. Owners are like, pay me my money.
Yeah, but that being said, Ciaran, it's hard. This is like the hardest thing to do is to get a horse to win first-time starter going along on turf. I mean, it's just.
Did you have this in the?
It's so hard.
You had this in the double or the all turf, Frank? Which one?
The all turf. The all turf.
All right. We look right.
I think
now.
I wrote it down right.
No, I'm just looking to see now. I think that was a decent-ish one.
I think it was 580. How about Tippy right here, my man? 1,300
Nice.
pick 3, 244 daily double. Great job, double treble. Wow, I wish I had the late pick 3 instead of the all turf. Thank you, Terry. Go, Frankie.
Yeah, 580, Frank. But I mean, the money
580.
showed that it was not a crazy horse. I mean, it was paying less.
I mean, Karen,
than
we keep saying like we're waiting for that big.
It's just not.
Granted, the first horse was everybody's single, right? But then that Drysdale horse, I mean, that was a good price. And then what did this horse go off at?
I need to get Nate into a corner and go, tell the racing secretary, put an 8K claimer on turf as your first race on turf.
Down the hill.
But I mean, there's
precedent. This horse was 15-1. I mean, this should have paid so much more.
Yes, I mean, the thing is, as we said, like once the pick 3 at Del Mar started paying, you know, a couple of them started paying big, everyone started playing them, and then it just grows on itself.
I don't know if we'll have time. I told Chappie to call me when he was ready to go live. Can we just do the all turf parlay real quick?
Yes.
Because I think that's so light.
So race 4, 420. May not be as light as we think.
Right, with horses that paid. Okay, I'm sorry, 420?
With $19.
So 420, right?
Correct.
19 and
so we've not got official yet. We've not gone official for the last leg yet. Oh, okay. It's gone official on 3180.
How much?
Yeah, 3180.
Yeah. How does this not pay more?
Yeah, that is actually.
I mean, it might pay more than the parlay, but it should pay 15 times more. 3180, you said?
Yeah.
Calculate $3 win parlay, 420, 19, and 3180. Horror, 951. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't understand it.
I think because everyone hammered the 4 in the first leg. And
you know what? You're right.
They hammered in the first leg, spread, and they still made. That's the first time we've seen.
The 4 was a single, and everyone went all, and it only cost them whatever.
Well, we got 2 more minutes. Let's just look at the pick 3. That'll give us a really good idea.
Oh, the pick 3 is great. It's 1,300.
$19.
Hold on. Calculate a $3 win parlay with horses that paid. Go ahead.
$19.
Okay.
With $8.
Beating an odds-on favorite. And 3180.
Yeah, 3180.
Also beating a heavily bet. No, 1,800.
And what did it end up paying? Paid
Tippy said 13.
27. No, the pick 3 paid 27.77. Paid 50% more in the pick 3, Frank.
Oh, maybe he had the turf twice.
Yes.
What did double pay?
Double paid 350.
All right, Chappie's starting
Right.
in 5 minutes. Thank you, DTL crew. We love you. Appreciate everything you do. Probably not going to do anything tomorrow. We'll do a recording of the
today,
so Ciaran will be at the track. Maybe he'll give us a surprise at the paddock. Who knows? We'll see.
Yep, I'll be on Quigley's show at 11:20. You can watch it on Santa Anita. My picks suck today because hopefully they don't suck tomorrow. Tom will really not invite me back for a long time.
Yeah, if you want to know Ciaran's picks from Monday, tune into Tom's show tomorrow on Saturday because clearly the dude can't get the days right.
There's going to be rain on Monday. No racing on Monday is what my prediction is. We'll be
Ciaran,
back
we're
Sunday,
all
though.
rooting for you, man. Do the DTL crew proud. This ain't your first rodeo, man. I know you're going to crush it. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on Sunday. Get out, get up, go home.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.